for mayor of the city and county of Honolulu graduated from Tufts University, from the school, Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy, and who graduated from the University of Hawaii Law School?
Kirk Caldwell!
Kirk Caldwell it was. Who among the two candidates running for mayor of the city and county of Honolulu was elected in 2002 as state representative and became the majority floor leader, and later became the managing director of the city and county of Honolulu, and was elected in 2012 as the mayor of the city and county of Honolulu? Who among the two candidates running for city mayor of the city and county of Honolulu have consistently fought for you and me to have the rail from Kapolei to Ala Moana all the way? Ladies and gentlemen, who among the two candidates running for mayor of the city and county of Honolulu would be re-elected mayor for another 4 years? It is my honor and pleasure to present to you your mayor, the person you have been calling for his name. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of the city and county of Honolulu, Mayor Kirk Caldwell.
Come on, everybody, you can do them better than that.
Kirk Caldwell! Kirk Caldwell!
Okay.
Kirk Caldwell! Kirk Caldwell! Kirk Caldwell! Kirk Caldwell!
Good evening. Aloha. And mabuhay. And I just want to let all of you know I love you on top of it. Thank you. What an amazing afternoon to spend here in the heart of Kalihi at Farrington with all of you. Thank you so much for coming out. You know, Fermo Dial over here, amazing man. Give him another round of applause. He was an elected leader in the Philippines, and I hope someday he'll be elected here in the city and county of Honolulu because he has great leadership, but also real love for his community. You can feel it coming out of his heart and his soul. Thank you, Fermo, for all you've done. Big round of applause. You know, I was sitting here and thinking about the story of the Filipinos in Hawaii. And to think that in 1906, 15 Sakata showed up on these shores. One of the last immigrant groups to come to Hawaii to work on the plantation. The Philippines had been annexed by the United States, so it was easy for immigrants from the Philippines to come, and the plantation managers wanted Filipinos to come. Why? Because you work really, really hard. You showed up on these shores with nothing, literally nothing. And those early immigrants worked for the lowest of the lowest wages. And they worked the hardest of anyone who worked on the plantation. Cutting cane, picking pineapple, 6 days a week for pennies, saving every cent for their family, either here or sending it back to the Philippines and bringing their families here. And look what has happened since. When I think about the Filipinos and what they've done to change this place forever, I think about those who fought the plantation system and protested and struck. And you probably heard of the Hanapepe massacre. back in the 1920s when 16 Filipino men were shot down, striking for better wages for the plantation workers. They changed how we were treated, how you were treated, and they gave their lives for that. There's just one example. And from those early beginnings, you now have a society of Filipinos that are successful in every single profession and in every single industry. And you're changing this place every day to make it even better. When I listen to guys like Joy Monahan, I feel pride. I may not be Filipino, but I see a young man, a leader, who is getting better every single year and growing and fighting and making a difference for his community. Not just here at Farrington. Although I have to say, not did he just kick me in the butt to make sure we helped Farrington when I was in the House. He kicked me in the butt even when I wasn't in the House anymore to make sure that we got funding to start with the new football field and track. So Farrington has a field as good as any. Ron Menor. Close your eyes, and when you hear him speak, he could come from any of the great cities on the East Coast. But he's Filipino. And he comes from a great family. His father, Ben Menor, first Filipino Supreme Court Justice in the United States of America. And his father would be so proud to see what he is doing today. He speaks with that voice of authority. He sounds like the best jurist in the land, and he's ours. And he represents a community that I love, my hometown of Waipahu. These two council members, along with Brandon Elefante and Kimberly Marcos Pine, 4 Filipinos on a council of 9 folks. They are the largest group, and they fight for their communities every day and make sure that I stand up and fight with them. Give them all a round of applause. Maria Trotta. This shirt I have, she was with me when I bought it in the Philippines. And she told me, hey, don't worry, Mayor, it's pink, but it looks really beautiful. And I feel so muy guapo when I wear it. But here's a woman who came here, you talk about the Sakata, with nothing. Nothing, and grew a business from scratch as a woman. And was successful, but never forgot her roots. And I can be sitting next to her, and she has her checkbook out, and she's writing checks to different charities. Sometimes I tell her, stop already. You're giving all your money away. But she's returning to the community that she came from and has never forgotten her roots, either here or back in Ilocos Norte. Big round of applause for Maria. Joe Lazo, I don't know where Joe went, but he tells me, he said to you, I've never run for anything. But I know that if he ran, he'd win by a landslide. And I just hope he doesn't run for mayor until I finish my term. Amelia. When she talks, my heartbeat goes down. I feel calmer. I feel a voice of love and warmth. And I see someone who is a strong leader, just like Maria Trotta. It's something, I don't know about these Filipino women. They're strong, powerful. Even when they're quiet, like Dolly Ortiz over here. Ortiz, she's still strong. Yeah? Or tall, or tall. What am I saying, Ortiz? Or tall. See, strong Filipino woman. Correcting the mayor. No shame. Thank you. That's my point. I learned that when I went to the Philippines, that it is somewhat of a matriarchal society. And even in the founding of the country, women leaders actually died for the independence. That is a powerful statement. I look at the women in the front row, and I know you know what I'm talking about. And I know your husbands know what I'm talking about. And I think that's amazing. Truly amazing. That is recognized in your community, and the men in your community understand it and accept it too. So let's give a big round of applause for all the women here tonight. So I'm looking at Bernadette, another strong woman, went to the Philippines. She said, Mayor, we need to have a sister city relationship with Candon, where the Sakata came. She told Joey, we have to have that relationship. Did we argue with her? No, we didn't. We listened, and now we have a sister city relationship. The newest one with Candon. So I want to end with this. I'm here tonight in the heart of Kalihi. We are doing amazing things. We're repaving roads from Middle Street all the way to town. We're going to be paving from Malka to Mackay. We've done a bunch now. We are in the heart of a community that is thriving. And I'm here this evening to ask for your support. I want to come back for another 4 years because I want to continue to build this infrastructure, whether rebuilding our sewer system, repaving our roads, fixing our parks, adding more bus routes, and building rail. It is how we live better on this island. And if we do enough of it, whoever the next mayor is, and it could be one of the Filipinos who sit in the council, and it is my hope that we do have a mayor that is Filipino, because the city and county of Honolulu has never had a Filipino mayor, and it's time that we get one. But I want to build this infrastructure so that when that mayor does come in, the course is set to make the city more city, to keep the country more country, and to make sure that communities like Kalihi thrive. And you come together in places like this and show love for each other and preserve that aloha spirit that is just so important. I want to thank you for being here tonight. I'm asking each and every one of you to please go home, talk to your friends and families and neighbors, and ask them, say, the guy's howling, but he's okay, vote for Caldwell. And you can start voting. Absentee ballots are going to be mailed on the 18th of November, of October. 18th of October, next week. And as was mentioned, you can walk into the City Hall, Honolulu Hall, or Kapolei Hall, and start voting on the 25th. And yes, please vote on November 8th. It could be a close election. Joey talked about close elections. We saw the presidential election in 2000. In a country of 320 million people, 500 votes determined who the next president was. Your vote does count. I don't want to wake up on the 9th and say, gee, all I needed was another 500 votes, and they could have been found in Kalihi. But you thought, hey, the mayor had it in the bag, no need vote. Please vote. I want to come back to be your mayor. I may not have Filipino blood in me, but I was born in Waipahu in a plantation hospital. I grew up around Filipinos all my life. I carry a little bit of your heart and soul inside of my body. And I want to come back another 4 years. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say, Kirk, because you're making me cry. I have never met a mayor who has more of Filipino blood than anybody I know. Not only does he look good in pink, He also looked good in yellow because I gave you your first yellow barong. Remember, many, many years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, this man loves you, but he needs your help. And the only way we can make sure that our vision for Honolulu is realized is that you go out and make your vote count. It is so imperative. Why? After the election, did you know there is a study group that analyzes where all the election votes come from? I surely do not want to be part of the Filipino votes that did not vote. Believe it or not, we will be heard. The relationships that this man has cultivated from when he was little up to now is because he cares. And that is the only reason why he's here, and we need for him to care, continue to care, so that we can live a better life here in Honolulu. Today, tomorrow, the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Kirk Caldwell, 4 more years. 4 more years.
Thank you.
4 more years.
Thank you.
4 more years.
Thank you.
4 more years. Please.
Thank you. All right.
Make sure you go out to vote, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm proud to say, as Filipinos, the largest group, ethnic group in our state of Hawaii, Mayor Kirk Caldwell, we love you.
Thank you. Come in. Delia, thank you.
Mayor Kirk Caldwell will be our mayor for the next 4 years. I'm going to give away now the rest of the rice and the television. There's still food. But let me share you this before we do so, friends. Don't go away. You want to win the TV? Okay, don't go away. While our mayor is walking down the aisle, let me just share with you this, friends.